Welcome back to our channel. Today,
Beijing.
we bring you a comprehensive
Torrential
update
rains
on the
have left the
catastrophic
capital
flooding that has once
as
again
entire districts
submerged
were
China's
swamped by
capital,
floodwaters
Beijing.
that pushed far
Over the
beyond
past
city's
several
defense.
days, relentless rainfall
once
has
buzzing with
transformed
traffic
major
now
streets
resemble
into
muddy
raging
canals,
rivers,
and whole
overwhelmed
neighborhoods
drainage
are struggling
systems,
to recognize
and caused
what's left of their
widespread
homes.
chaos. As you watch these images, ask yourself, how prepared are the world's biggest cities for extreme weather events that seem to be increasing in both frequency and intensity? Stay with us as we analyze the scenes unfolding before our eyes. Destroyed infrastructure, heroic rescue efforts, the human stories behind the headlines, and what these events tell us about the future of urban safety in China and beyond. The disaster began as a weather system stalled over northern China, delivering unrelenting rain over Beijing and neighboring provinces. In the first 24 hours alone, some districts recorded over 200 millimeters of rainfall, an amount that would normally fall over several weeks. These initial scenes show drivers cautiously navigating waterlogged streets, unaware that within hours these roads would be impassable. The Beijing Meteorological Bureau issued its highest-level rainstorm alert, but even with advanced warning, the sheer volume of water was too much for the city's infrastructure. Storm drains backing up, manhole covers lifting under pressure. Do you think any major city can truly prepare for this level of rainfall? Share your thoughts in the comments. As the rain intensified, entire neighborhoods were swallowed by flash floods. Major avenues, usually choked with traffic, became torrents of brown, debris-filled water. Cars were abandoned mid-road. In some areas, buses stalled, forcing passengers to climb through windows to safety. Storefronts inundated, underground malls submerged. Witnesses described the terrifying sound of rushing water echoing through subway stations as water levels rose dangerously close to the platforms. Rescue teams worked tirelessly, using inflatable boats to reach stranded residents. But the water rose so fast that many families had to flee without collecting their belongings, leaving everything behind. Beijing's infrastructure, often considered world-class, suffered severe damage. Here, we see bridges collapsing under the force of swollen rivers. Roads cracked open, exposing the foundation beneath. Power outages spread across several districts, plunging homes into darkness just as emergency response efforts were ramping up. Communication networks faltered, leaving some communities isolated and unable to call for help. Engineers now face questions. Were drainage systems adequately maintained? Were construction projects designed with this scale of rainfall in mind? Pause here for a moment. Imagine you're living on the 10th floor of an apartment block, watching floodwaters rise around your building. Would you stay put, or try to evacuate? Beyond the shocking images of flooded streets, this disaster is about people. Thousands have been forced to leave their homes. Temporary shelters are filling with families who arrived soaking wet, carrying only what they could grab as the waters rose. Local markets have been destroyed, with food supplies swept away. Streets that once buzzed with life are eerily silent, broken only by the hum of rescue boats and the cries of those searching for loved ones. Authorities are still assessing casualties, but early reports confirm multiple deaths and many missing. In moments like this, rescue workers are heroes, pulling residents from submerged cars, ferrying the elderly to safety, and delivering emergency rations by hand. The Chinese government has mobilized military units to aid in rescue operations. Heavy-duty pumps are being deployed to clear floodwaters from critical roads. Helicopters circle overhead to identify stranded groups, while medics treat injuries on site. Soldiers forming human chains to guide people through chest-deep water, proving that even the strongest infrastructure is no match for nature's fury when it strikes with such intensity. Relief centers are distributing drinking water, blankets, and medical supplies. But the question remains, how long before Beijing recovers? And how many livelihoods have been permanently disrupted? As the rain finally begins to ease, the scale of destruction becomes clear. Streets are coated in thick mud, cars piled like toys against barriers, and entire neighborhoods bear the scars of a disaster that struck in hours but will take months to recover from. Experts warn this may be part of a troubling trend. Extreme weather events are hitting urban centers more frequently and with greater force. Cities must adapt, investing in flood control measures, resilient infrastructure, and emergency response systems. For the people of Beijing, this is not just a weather event. It is a life-changing moment, a reminder of how fragile modern life can be when nature unleashes its power. If you've stayed with us until now, tell us in the comments. What do you think cities around the world should do to prevent tragedies like this? Do you believe we're entering an era where urban flooding will become the new normal? Thank you for watching. If you found this coverage informative, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll continue monitoring developments in Beijing and across China as recovery efforts unfold.